Hello Internet World, welcome to my review of the Sanfou Portable Outdoor Power Station, model number OPS600. This is a 600 watt power station, very kindly supplied to me free of charge by the manufacturer. No money's changed hands. They haven't asked me to say anything in particular. I'm purely sharing with you my opinion of this product so you can make an informed buying decision. So let's start by taking a look at the box content. You obviously get the power station itself. You get a really nice user manual in various languages, and this guides you through the various specifications and parameters of all of the connections. We also get a power supply. Now this is a multi-voltage power supply. It's 100 volts to 240 volts, and on this end here it's got a barrel type connector. On this end here it's got a figure 8 connector. Now, depending upon which country you purchase this in, you will get a country-specific power cable also supplied inside the box. With the figure 8 connector on this end, I've got a 3-pin UK cable, but you'll get one specific to your country. And you use this to actually charge the internal battery in here. And the internal battery in this particular model is a massive 160,000 milliamp hours. Yep, you heard me right, 160,000 milliamp hours. And this is a really portable unit for that sort of capacity. Let's take a look around it and then I'll give you some use case scenarios as well. Let's start actually on this side. So we've got some ventilation here. I believe there's probably a little fan behind this cover. And this tells you about some of the specifications. So we've got the model number, 576 watt hours. The output for AC, the DC output rating. We've also got USB type C, some power delivery options as well, and a 12 volt output on here as well, which is really impressive. So nice panel here with all of the specs on. Let's turn this over and we will go onto this side. So on this side here, we've got another fan and we've also got an input, and you're going to use the power adapter that I showed you earlier to actually charge up the internal battery inside here. We've got nice rubberized feet on the bottom. We've got a nice carry handle on the top here. Really very nice carry handle. We've got space to maybe put something here if we're charging it, maybe a smartphone for example. We can just put an accessory on the top here. Just a really nice, easy to use carry handle. Now it is quite a heavy unit, but for the capacity it's more than manageable. I don't think it's even as heavy as a regular car battery, but comparable to something like that. Now there are extra features built in on the back here. If we press and hold this button, we can turn on the LED light in the back here. So this back panel has got a diffused LED light in it. This is ideal for if you're camping, for example, and you want to use this to illuminate where you're staying, or indeed if you're roadside, maybe you're pumping up a car tyre, something like that, you can illuminate what you're doing. So really nice that we've got this built-in light. So you'll see here on the front we've got a really nice display. Now it might be flickering on your screens, that's purely my camera settings. So the naked eye it's absolutely stable, it doesn't flicker at all. We've got a battery meter here and a percentage left. We've got an estimated run time. Now when you've got something plugged in, this will obviously change. Because I haven't got anything plugged in at all, it's saying I've got 999 minutes left. We've also got the current output wattage here as well. So this is the main on-off switch in this corner here. So apart from turning the main unit on and off, we can press this again and it will activate the USB ports. And these USB ports, we've got a power delivery 100 watt, we've also got power delivery 27 watt, and then we've got two USB-A ports which support quick charge 3. Now I should also mention that this top port is USB-C. It supports in and out, so we can actually charge the internal battery via this top USB-C port or use the output to charge something really quickly. And this output of 100 watts is more than capable of recharging a Ultrabook or something like a MacBook Pro, for example. And indeed I've tested that and it charges my MacBook Pro very, very quickly indeed. We've also got some DC ports here 12 volts on each, and again if we press here we can turn these on and off, and it gives our voltage rating just here. So we can turn this off separately. Oh, you have to hold it a little bit longer. So we've turned the DC section off, and then we've also got two 3-pin UK plugs. Now again, if you're in another country and you've bought your country specific version, your plug sockets might look slightly different here, but these are UK ones on this particular model. So again, we can press and hold, and we can turn the AC sockets on, and this enables us to plug something into one of these to actually charge it. Very, very efficient, more than capable of running quite a lot of devices off of these sockets. Really nice again that it's individually switched. Now just to give you a demonstration, we'll plug something into one of the USB-Cs. We'll actually go into the 27 watt port for this, because I'm going to be charging this little action camera, and we can just tap to turn the ports on, and this will actually start charging. So this is now charging, and if we look on the back here, you can see that little LED light, and you can see that it's drawing between 1 and 2 watts of power to charge it. So really very, very useful. Oh, it's peaking up to 7, 8 watts. Oh, it's ramping up now, so it's charging this action camera at about 10 watts on the USB port. So that's really nice. I can charge this camera on the go, and as I mentioned earlier, you can charge things like digital cameras, laptops. You can power lots of different devices from these. Maybe you're going on a camping trip, for example, and you want to power some sort of plugged devices that use AC power into these two sockets here. It's just such a great and very, very useful device. Now also up the top here you have got a 12 volt DC socket as well. So again, really a very, very useful socket for using with those 12 volt vehicle accessory plugs. It's just such a complete product, this. Very, very useful. Useful for if you're traveling, but also equally useful in the home. If you're sort of expecting, or you get frequent power outages, then having something like this fully charged and ready to go means you can run some products, maybe some lights from here, and keep them charged up. It's just a really nice device. You'll notice it keeps turning off. That's to conserve energy, because it's not actually powering anything at the moment. It's not charging anything, so it turns off just to save some battery life. Really great product from Sanfou. This is their portable outdoor power station. I can highly recommend it. If you want to pick up one for yourself, there are links down in the video description, and please do also consider subscribing and hitting that like button. I'll see you in another video very, very soon.